Hi, friends from Mountain Momma Believes here. I'm Dr. Debbie Brennan, and I just share a little bit about my life with you. Today was a rather interesting Wednesday. I worked all day, have some typical ups and downs. Found out today that we're needed to make some training materials for a work order that I didn't even know existed until today. So that's always fun when we get those last minute drops of information. Those of you who don't know, I am a curriculum and instructional designer, and I'm a supervisor of people, so I manage people and things, and so just do lots of stuff like that. I do freelance work. I'm very active in several support groups, helping other doctoral candidates, especially first generation doctoral candidates. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I was the first person in my family to get a 4-year degree. My dad had an associate's degree, so that was kind of exciting. He was the first person on his side of the family, or either side of the family, to have a degree. So for years, he was the only one out there with a college degree. And so I was able to, God blessed me with just really great people in my life at the right time. And I ended up getting my bachelor's degree in music education. And I later got a master's in educational leadership, and I have a PhD in instructional design and technology. So that's what I find myself doing these days, is teaching folks technology, mostly systems design, and teaching folks how to use new software, and writing the training for managing change requests, and all kinds of stuff. We use software as a platform and software as a service primarily in my line of work, but I am a fan of old school stuff. As you know, I had some problems with software as a service with Microsoft and all that. I think we've recovered from all that, but anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit about myself. If you like what you hear, want to know more about what I'm doing, and as I trudge through this life trying to make things work out, just hit subscribe. I try to do something every day. Today I thought that I would share with you from Matthew 5. And I said that I was blessed, but why don't we look at the Word of God and see what God says about who does He bless? So Matthew 5 is, it's the Sermon on the Mount, but it has what we know as the Beatitudes, right? So, and it has all of the blessed are theys. So that's what I wanted to look at you with today. And, so this is, Jesus is on the mountain. So chapter 5 starts saying, seeing the crowds, he went up on the mountain, and when he sat down, his disciples came with him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when others revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets who were before you. Now, I just have to tell you, I don't like a lot of these. My flesh says, no, I don't want to be poor in spirit. I don't want to mourn. I don't want to be merciful sometimes. I don't always want to be a peacemaker, and I definitely don't want people to revile me and persecute me and say evil things about me for the sake of Christ. However, these are words straight from the mouth of Jesus, so we have to pay extra attention to them. And he says these things are blessed. And I stand on the promises of Christ that I am blessed for these things. And you know what? You are too. I want you to know that I love you and I'm here for you. Leave me a comment. Be glad to reach out and make contact with you if I can over social media. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Wednesday, everybody.